If you haven't guessed who's the headliner at the top of the class of 2000, here's another hint. Some of those closest to him are named India, Cowboy, and Ernie. The answer's coming up on Headliners and Legends, the class of 2000.
Let's be honest, what yearbook would be complete without the class clowns? With yet another comedy taking theaters by storm, it's not hard to figure out why Jim Carrey is at the top of the list. He's always been a natural at making us laugh, from his dumber-than-dumb on-screen personalities to his take on a holiday classic.
You're a mean one, Mr. Grinch.
He makes us laugh.
Put another shrimp on the Barbie, baby.
In fact, he makes us howl. Jim Carrey, the man with the elastic face. He's gone from master impressionist...
The angry Saint Bernard.
to cutting-edge television sensation, from small-time headliner to one of the world's highest-paid box office stars.
Okay. Cut, Trent, check the gate, moving on.
The Grinch opened this November and has been dominating movie screens ever since.
Right.
So far, it's made more than $200 million. Carrey's starting salary, over $20 million. Jim Carrey's blinding success has been fueled by a mix of rich talent and hard work.
No one can stop the clock!
And a relentless drive that has its roots in the dashed dreams of his father, Percy.
My father's hilarious, was hilarious. Very, very funny man, incredibly animated. I mean, didn't just like tell a story, he was like, and, because the thing is, what?
The incomparable Tom Jones!
A virtuoso of physical humor who was discovered in the comedy clubs of Toronto during the late 70s, Carrey has been called a comic genius.
Being liked is half of 75% of the battle, you understand? And Jim, he can walk out, smile, and everybody loves him.
From comedy clubs to the success of his first TV show, In Living Color, Carrey has audiences mesmerized. And he is about to become one of the most bankable names in Hollywood.
Oh, Sada Mia!
When Ace Ventura opens with Carrey as an eccentric detective who tracks down missing pets, the studios are embarrassed and critics hate it. But it's a sensation with the audience and shoots to #1.
I have exorcised the demons.
By the end of 1994, Jim Carrey is Hollywood's golden boy. He is the first actor to star in 3 hit movies in 1 year: Dumb and Dumber, Ace Ventura, and The Mask.
It's party time!
Box office returns, $300 million. But Carrey's personal life is still in flux. After nearly 2 years of wrangling, he and his estranged wife, Melissa, agree on the terms of their divorce. And shortly after, Carrey marries his sometime co-star, Lauren Holly.
What are my chances?
Not good.
1998, The Truman Show seems tailor-made for Carrey, about a man who loses his stability when he discovers his life has been broadcast to the world.
Tell me what's happening!
Well, you're having a nervous breakdown. That's what's happening.
A commercial and critical success, Carrey is recognized for his dramatic acting with a Golden Globe Award. The coveted Oscar is not to be. He isn't even nominated. Personal happiness is elusive too. Carrey and Holly finally divorce after giving their relationship many tries. Jim immerses himself in his next role as the eccentric 1970s comic Andy Kaufman.
Here I come to save the day!
Praise for Jim's acting is universal. But once again, the Oscar eludes him. He's achieved more success, made more money, and is more famous than he ever could have imagined. Maybe his next role will be the Grinch who stole Oscar.
But what would I wear?
Jim Carrey's Grinch impressed more than just the public. He's just received a Golden Globe nomination for Best Actor in a Musical or Comedy. As for our other class clown, well, after 2 decades of laughter, this year Michael J. Fox showed us the true meaning of class.
We've always had warm family ties to him.
Would you do something you knew was wrong?
Michael J. Fox, hilarious.
What?
What's that noise? Is something the matter?
Oh, no, Mom, that's just the TV.
And heartwarming.
I feel 4 feet tall.
The young Canadian who America fell in love with and who blast Back to the Future to win world acclaim.
Guess you guys aren't ready for that yet. But your kids are gonna love it.
Now, the actor with the boyish charm is forced into a new role.
Michael J. Fox, one of America's best-loved actors, has decided to publicly announce that he's been battling Parkinson's disease since 1991.
I can expect in my 40s to face challenges most won't expect until their 70s or 80s.
An actor who grew up right before our eyes, but never appeared to grow older as we watched his career go from TV to film and back to TV.
I always looked at acting as a means to a means, as something that I wanted to do. And if I did it well, my reward I saw would be that I would be able to continue doing it.
It's 1985. After 3 years of successfully building a following for Family Ties, Fox jumped at the chance to play the character of Marty McFly, a guitar-playing boy next door who Fox closely identifies with. By this time, Fox's career and personal life are soaring. The fictitious boyfriend-girlfriend relationship that started on Family Ties with co-star Tracy Pollan manifests into a real-life love affair. Fox and Pollan marry on July 17th, 1988. But within 2 years, during the making of Doc Hollywood, Fox notices a twitching in his left pinky.
Sometimes it's difficult if you can't do a simple thing and you just want to get it done.
The diagnosis is shattering. Fox is suffering from Parkinson's disease, a degenerative neurological disorder with no cure.
I wake up and you know, movement is difficult, and you take your meds, and you kind of, some days they really kick in nice, some days they don't, you know, it's one of those things.
For the next 8 years, Fox is scared but continues to keep acting while secretly learning to live with the debilitating disease.
You skipped the whole paragraph. And Monday morning it is. Americans can no longer afford to pretend they live in a great society and then nothing.
With the birth of twin daughters, Fox decides to go back to TV and chooses a production close to home in New York City, Spin City. Over 4 seasons on Spin City, Michael J. Fox wins acclaim for his sense of comedic timing. But his disease is starting to take its toll. In 1999, an exhausted Fox realizes it's time for him to leave and spend more time with his family. This past spring, Fox tapes his final episode of Spin City. Cast and crew gather for a spirited and emotional rap party.
It's not, you know, over, right?
It's a long way from over.
It's funny, though, because every morning, as long as I remember, I wake up in the morning, I got somewhere to go, I got something to do, you know. What am I going to do tomorrow when the alarm goes off?
In addition to spending more time with his family, there are spiritual and humanitarian reasons for leaving Spin City now.
And I happen to believe that there is a God, and it's not me, and I think that this stuff doesn't happen by accident, and that perhaps I'm in this position so I can do something.
Fox joins forces with the Parkinson's Action Network to raise money for future research into treatment and the search for a cure.
I left Spin City for a new job, finding a cure for Parkinson's disease.
The next page of Fox's story is still to be written. But an affliction that has been the cause of so many tears has a formidable foe in a man whose 25-year career has been the source of so many smiles.
Coming up, one of this headliner's first moments in the limelight came in a feud with a country and western singer. Who's the headliner? The answer when the class of 2000 continues.